everyone, welcome to the show. My name is Amanda Ostrander. I am a teacher-turned-homeschool mom, and this is Raising A to Z, a place where we talk about all things homeschooling, and today we're going to be going through a budget breakdown. One of the things that holds a lot of parents back from homeschooling is the cost of homeschooling. A lot of people think that homeschooling is going to cost them an arm and a leg, and that isn't really helped by some of the resources that are out there. When I first started homeschooling, I remember looking up how much does it cost to homeschool a kid. And I was kind of shocked when I found some pretty reputable homeschool resources that were recommending you budget anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per subject per child. And that number was scary because, if you're looking at a standard 8-subject curriculum, because you're looking language, math, science, history, geography, phys ed, art, and music. If you were to do that, that's a lot of cost. That'd be looking at between $4,000 and $8,000 per kid. And that for a lot of people is not doable. And that I think puts a lot of people off. The other thing that comes up when it comes to homeschooling time and budgets is that not everybody has access to homeschooling funds in terms of rebates or subsidies that come with homeschooling. Some places do. And I will say that a lot of those subsidies have a lot of strings attached on what you can and can't spend the money on. So there's that. They might have requirements like testing, so some people choose not to do those. I actually come from an area in Ontario. We don't have anything. We don't get any money or any subsidies. There's no option for us to even try to get some. So, we're up a creek without a paddle in terms of that. So it does scare a lot of people thinking that I'm going to have to figure out how to put in a lot of money into homeschooling my kids. I want to tell you that that's not true. It's not true. I know a lot of people who are homeschooling their kids for a lot less than, $4,000 a year per kid. That is an astronomical amount of money. So let's go through my budget because I actually keep track of what I spend on our homeschooling and all of that. And I can tell you what we spend, what we bought, and all those things. And I'm going to go through it with you right now and break down the cost for you. I kind of broke this down into some different categories. I don't know if you can see. It's itemized here if you really, really, really wanted to get a good look at it. But I kind of broke it down to different categories. Let's kind of go through that. So I have my first category was books and supplies. That's kind of like the orange color. That would be all of our curriculum or novels that we need for novel studies, actual learning resources. Okay. For that, in the academic school year of 2025-2026, because I'm done buying curriculum for this year, for this academic year, I spent $464.15. And that covered everything from, like I said, novels. It covered curriculum, math curriculums. What else did I cover? I got some Canadian books, workbooks from Amazon. I got some Brave Writer unit studies. I spent some money on Etsy and Teachers Pay Teachers for some curriculum. So that all together was $464.15. So that's kind of all of my curriculum costs, which works out, if you're doing the math, it's $232 per kid. Now I do luck out because we did do quite a few True North History units this year, because I wrote them. So I don't have to pay for them because I'm the creator and I have all the original copies. But still, that's 2 units. Even if I added $40, if I had to purchase them, we're still doing pretty good. That's a pretty reasonable cost, right? Like I said, curriculum, we just went from being quoted for minimum $4,000 per subject, and I'm doing $400 and something total. So there's a lot of affordable options out there. So that right there, we've just cut our budget. And I think that's how a lot of parents are doing it. On a side note, if you're wondering where these quotes are coming from, I did research it more. These are quotes for private online schools. So if you're looking for private accredited online schools and having like your kid on a computer to watch lessons and have a teacher and do all that, then you are going to end up paying like $500 to $1,000 per subject. Most parents aren't doing that. Just saying, or they're doing it for like one subject. It's not realistic to expect that your whole school day is being done like that, or your whole school year, really. Anyway, moving on. What else did I spend money on? So we have co-op. Our co-op is a social co-op. It is not a learning co-op. So we basically just pay for rental fees so that we have a place to meet. And our rental fees for the year was, and I will say this also included, it was $150, but this also includes not only our rental fee for the little community center building that we rent, because we rent that for this fall and the spring. During the winter, we get too much snow and the driveway there becomes unusable. So what we actually do is we just go to our actual like local community center. The other one's not really a community center. It's like a clubhouse, technically it's called. But we go to the actual like gym, community center gym, and that costs a lot more than our clubhouse because it's $5 a family for about 12 weeks. So that right there ends up being like $60, whereas like my clubhouse fees for the whole year are like $60. So it ended up being $150, which I don't think is that bad. Extra activities. So this is going to be anything in my budget that were kind of like above and beyond what we normally do. So things that got included in this were, we had camping fees. So at the beginning of the year, we went camping with some homeschool friends and we did like a camp out. So we did a group rental, and so it was $25 for me to go camping with my kids. Obviously my own food too, but like in terms of fees, it was $25. In September, I paid $24 for the three of us, me and my two kids, to go see, well, that's when I paid it. It was actually November. But I paid that to go see Grease at a local high school, Grease the musical. I booked a whole section for homeschoolers in our area, and so we went to do that. So that was $24 for our family. What else did I pay for? Oh, so it's gonna be about $45 for us to do the Urban Air Trampoline Park meetup next week. So not next week, the week after. So there's that. That was $45. And then we also have swimming coming up with our co-op. We booked a swimming day. And so there was that, was also swimming. So that was $12. I think it was $12. Those extra activities came up to $106, which I thought was pretty reasonable. So yeah, the other thing I have on my list here is I have back to school supplies. So this was everything from paper. This includes my ink for the year. It included pens, notebooks, markers, highlighters. We use a lot of highlighters in our house. Sticky notes we use a lot of. New scissors, because apparently that just disappears every year. Also several rolls of tape. Again, don't ask me what happens to the tape. But that ended up being about $150 for my whole year. So that's not too bad. I think that's pretty reasonable for two kids. Moving on. What else did I spend money on? Oh, camps. So I have been definitely this like year taking advantage of PD day camps. It gives my kids something to do that's different. It gets them to kind of explore new ideas and new hobbies, new activities on a very like trial basis. So you're looking to do something like that, it's great. My kids have been really loving this theater camp that's local to us. And so we've done a lot of their camps over this past year. And so I spent $1,000 and $1,070 on camp this year. That also included a 2-week summer camp program that I did with my kids. That was $600 for the two of them. And it was 2 weeks. And it was fantastic because they wrote their own musical. And at the end, we all went and got to watch them perform the musical that they wrote. So that was pretty cool. Again, $1,000 for camp. And how many PD days was that? Oh, sorry, it's $650. It was 1, 2, 3. Oh, we also did March break camp too, which was 3 days. So that's another 3 days. Yeah, so we did we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of camp, because 3 days of March break for 2 kids, plus 2 weeks of summer camp at $650. I think that's pretty reasonable. Like, it was great. My kids loved it. They had a great time. But again, like, you don't have to do that. That's a pretty optional activity right there. The next and the biggest item on our like homeschool budget, and I don't know if you would consider homeschool budget. I do, but I consider my kids' extracurriculars homeschool budget. So we spent $3,395.68 on extracurriculars this year for 2 kids. That included, let me go through it. It included Girl Guides registrations, which was almost $400. So $200 a kid for the entire year. That's actually not too bad. It included $70 for soccer. Again, not bad for 2 kids. We do like a local league. And then our biggest cost was, the rest of it is jiu-jitsu, because we pay for like a monthly membership kind of thing to go twice a week, as well as the kids needed new gis this year, and they wanted pink ones, so I paid extra for those. So I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit of that one hurt a little bit, because that was a significant, it was about $2,700 on jiu-jitsu fees. But it was actually a 12-month, it was more than 12 months, because I paid for the fall, and then I took advantage of a sale at Black Friday and got a discount on the next 12 months. So it's actually going to go even longer than our school year. It'll go into next school year before I have to pay again. So that's a pretty hefty chunk of our budget. But, you know, if you break that down, it's only $1,700 a kid to do activities all year round. So maybe not that bad, because I know a lot of people who spend a lot more than that per kid on activities. And then the last item I have on our budget was our science membership. And we got one last year. I almost contemplated not getting one this year. It was $254.25. And I almost didn't, just because I was like, my kids are getting a little bit older. We don't go that often. But it works out that if we go 3 times in 1 calendar year, we've already made the money back. Like, it's the same cost. And chances are we will go 3 times. Like, we just will. We've already gone once. We already have plans to go again with because it's Science North right here in Sudbury. So there's Science North, and then there's like Dynamic Earth. My kids have already made plans to go there at least once, if not twice, this summer. So like, that's my 3 right there, and we can still go next year or next winter or whatever. So I did it. It worked out. It's gonna save us money in the long run. And my kids love it. Like, once we're there, they're thrilled. So yeah, we did buy another membership, because sometimes it is cheaper to buy the membership than to pay outright. But yeah, so that brings it down to our total cost of homeschool related things was $5,590.08 for 2 kids. If you take out the extracurriculars, because I know a lot of people wouldn't consider that necessarily homeschooling. If you took out the $3,000 something that we spent on extracurriculars, that means all of our actual education related costs were $2,194.40. Let me say that again. $2,194.40, which is a lot more doable than the $4,000 per kid. And I want to say that $2,194 is both of them combined. That wasn't each, that's total. That breaks down to about $182-ish, a couple cents, per month for 2 kids to be homeschooled. Which I think seems a lot more reasonable to a lot of parents than, again, that big price tag that I was quoted at the beginning. And if you're like, if you want to break it down even more, it's less than $100 a kid. That ended up being $91.43 per kid per month to homeschool them. plus extracurriculars. But still, that's not unreasonable to educate your kids at home. So if budget is the thing that's scaring you when it comes to homeschooling, I hope that this budget breakdown, this very realistic homeschool budget breakdown, is a little bit reassuring for you that you can save money. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to homeschool your kids. And it's a lot more reasonable and feasible than you might have ever thought. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe and click the bell to get more content, because I got another budget video coming at you next week. If you are a member, great. If you're not a member, you might want to consider becoming one. You get bonus videos, you get extra content, you get early releases on stuff. So definitely something you might want to consider. I love my members. Make sure you're following on all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week when I do another budget video about some of the do's and don'ts of homeschooling on a budget. See you guys later. Bye.